Blackbright, and I am wondering today if commitment to convenience, is it killing relationships? We live in a get everything now society, don't we? You know, if you order something online, you can get it in 2 days. In some cases with Amazon, you can get it in a couple of hours. And I think the same applies to relationships. Because if you think about it, especially men, they don't seem to have the wherewithal to wait anymore. You know, I can think back on old movies and in my mother's time, and the men used to persist. A woman would resist and a man would persist. And that's not happening anymore. What's happening now is that men are going for the easier option, the quick option, the option that is giving it to them there and then and now. And so, and then you have the different kind of morals. You do have people who are going to give it up now. And you have the people who are going to resist, hoping that a man will persist. Now, how does a man navigate the different types of women? How does he know whether or not the person he's pursuing is somebody that he really wants? And how much pressure is he willing to put up with in order to get that woman? Now, some women, they hold out for a long time. I don't know what a long time is. It's relative. But what sometimes happens is that a man feels as though he's waiting so long that he just thinks, okay, I'm going to hang in there. And then when I get it, I'm going to chip. And they call that revenge. They call it revenge pussy for some reason. And so the woman, rather than thinking, okay, he's stuck with it because he thought she was worthy of waiting for, is left abandoned because for him, she made him wait too long and it just wasn't worth the wait. I don't even know what to say with this, you know, because it all has to do with patience, doesn't it? I mean, how patient are you? Men don't seem to be patient these days. I mean, before you could go out with a guy and, you know, you could wait a week or 2 weeks before he called you, or you could wait a few, you know, the relationship would grow over time after you get to know each other. But it seems now, well, in some cases, it goes from one extreme to the other. Either they want to jump in there quick and get into a relation quick so they can claim you as their woman, and they want to, every moment of your day, they want to exploit it, or it's to the other extreme where they wait. Normally the ones who want to wait, funnily enough, are the ones who don't really want to bother. So it looks like it's a jump in, get now culture, where if they have to wait too long to see if you're interested, they become disinterested. So was there any real interest in the first place? That is my question. I also feel that, especially black men, they back off as soon as there's some kind of opposition, and not realizing that opposition encourages endurance. I mean, it builds your character. Some women are looking for that endurance. They're looking for that type of man who's not going to be put off by opposition. You know, like I keep going back to the olden days, but it's true. In the olden days, a man would persist. Like I said before, you have these men, you know, you say, no, I'm not interested. And they're still hanging in there. And those relationships used to stand the test of time. But because of this, what I call an instantaneous culture, where you want it now, that's not working. So if a woman says no, the man chips. She's like, what? So what else is there? Yeah, I believe that, like I said before, you know, there's mixed messages, because how does a man know what generation he is approaching? Because you can't tell a woman's age. Not that it matters, but it is important. It's important because the generation that one woman grew up in is totally different from another generation. So whereas one generation would expect a certain approach, another generation a different approach, and the third generation a totally different approach because of women's lib and all that kind of stuff. It's confusing for the man. How does he know how to navigate those different generations, especially when the generations all look like one? What else was there? My weight. Yeah. Yeah. I think I'll close it off by saying that I believe that anything that has value is worth waiting for. I don't believe that these get quick rich schemes work. I think the same way that get relationships quick work, get relationships quick work either. Yeah, I don't believe these quick relationships that you know, these instantaneous relationships work very well. I believe that, you know, if you have got the patience and resilience to wait and to work out each other's idiosyncrasies, work out each other's shortcomings, know whether or not, you know, it's within your capacity to manage those shortcomings, even if you even want to. I feel as I'm tongue-tying myself in this video. Even if you want to. So that is the key. So all I'm saying is, you know, let's just try to build our character. Don't get put off by the opposition, men. Don't get put off by the opposition. See it as a challenge, because as men like to compete. They like the challenge, or they're supposed to. And yeah, just work at it. That's all I've got to say. Okay then. Ciao for now. Bye bye.